A farmer may earn only a modest price from selling raw groundnuts, maize, tomatoes, or sunflower seed. But clean, process, package, and brand the same produce, and it may become peanut butter, maize meal, or cooking oil. It can become dried vegetables, animal feed, or a retail-ready food product. That is the promise of agro-processing. But machinery alone does not create a profitable business. Without reliable raw materials and food safety controls, an expensive machine can remain idle. So, where are Zimbabwe's most practical agro-processing opportunities in 2026? And what must diaspora investors verify before investing? Welcome to SADC Opportunity Intelligence. In this episode, we examine peanut processing, grain milling, and oilseed pressing. We will distinguish official evidence from local experience and explain why food safety is part of the business model, not an afterthought. Later, we will apply a simple test that can reveal whether a seemingly profitable product is actually losing money. Zimbabwe has a substantial agricultural and manufacturing base. Zimstat reports that manufacturing contributed 16.8% of national GDP in 2025. Agriculture contributed 11.1%. It recorded real growth of 27.9%, following the severe drought of 2024. These figures demonstrate the economic importance of both primary production and manufacturing. Agriculture supplies the input, manufacturing creates the value. The 2024-2025 post-harvest survey recorded approximately 1.82 million tons of maize and 96,000 tons of groundnuts. It also recorded 39,000 tons of sunflower and 58,000 tons of soyabeans. Communal areas produced 80% of the groundnut crop. This suggests your supply network may depend on numerous small producers. Local operator experience shows both potential and vulnerability. In Mudzi district, Nyamasvinga Investments developed from a backyard operation. As demand grew, the family began purchasing from neighbors. The lesson is that processing creates a wider market for farmers. Success requires consistent quality, sufficient demand, and dependable sourcing. Start small, prove the demand, then build your supply. In Bulawayo, Edith Ndebele described how drought damaged groundnut availability and increased her costs. Improved equipment reduced her processing time and fuel consumption, but it couldn't solve the problem of expensive raw materials. That distinction is critical. Efficiency can strengthen a business, but it cannot compensate for an unaffordable product or broken supply chain. Harare entrepreneur Perseverance Musea turned to processing after struggling to secure reliable markets for fresh horticultural produce. Processing allowed her to preserve crops. Investing where processing solves a problem is stronger than buying equipment and searching for a purpose. Groundnut processing can include peanut butter, roasted nuts, and peanut flour. Commercial success requires more than just grinding nuts. The processor must control moisture, sorting, hygiene, and shelf life. Product consistency is key to a retail-ready brand. Aflatoxin is a serious risk. Zimbabwean rules restrict mycotoxin levels, so laboratory testing is necessary to protect your consumers. Success in groundnuts requires a rigorous process. Sort, store, test, process, and trace. Grain milling serves an established staple food market and produces valuable byproducts for animal feed. However, a mill located near existing operators may face intense price competition. You must measure local supply and competitor capacity. Electricity reliability and customers' preferred product grade are vital. Remember, a mill needs throughput, not just machinery. Oilseeds support cooking oil production and valuable byproducts like oil cake for livestock feed. But edible oil processing is technically demanding. Yield, filtration, and oxidation all affect your commercial viability. Identify customers for both the oil and the residue before purchasing equipment. Value the byproducts as much as the main product. Drying and preservation can extend the selling period for tomatoes, fruit, and herbs, especially where seasonal gluts occur. The challenges are consistent drying, contamination control, and shelf life validation. You need packaging that attracts the premium customer. Not every investor needs to manufacture a finished product. Cleaning, grading, and cold storage are essential services for farmers. These models reduce marketing risk because you earn from a service rather than building your own retail brand from scratch. You can process for others before building your own brand. It's a lower risk entry point into the market. A serious investor should build costs from local quotations. The machine is only one part of the total investment. Real investment includes electrical work, backup power, water, food-grade surfaces, and inventory. Then apply a simple margin test. For every $100 of sales, deduct the crop, ingredients, packaging, labor, electricity, and fuel. What remains must cover tax, financing, and a fair return. Calculate profit from what remains after every single cost. The principle is universal. Value addition does not automatically mean profit. Watch your margins closely. Food processing is highly regulated. Zimbabwe's Food and Food Standards Act governs the manufacture and sale of food. The Standards Association of Zimbabwe provides certification and testing. Requirements differ according to your product and scale. Verify the position with health authorities, ZIMRA, and other responsible agencies before you begin any production. Compliance is part of the business model. Safe premises and traceable inputs are your best protection. Guidance may also be required from the Environmental Management Agency regarding wastewater and emissions. DETA can guide you through relevant approvals, but their license does not replace product-specific health or local requirements. Diaspora participation can take several forms: financing equipment, joint family enterprises, or investing in cooperatives. The safest starting point is a controlled pilot with known suppliers and identified customers. Scale only after you've tested the model. Written agreements protect family relationships by ensuring expectations are clear. Invest in a verified model, not just a machine. Ethical agro-processing means paying farmers transparently and providing safe employment. Quality standards must be clear. Value addition should distribute value across the community, not simply move it from farmers to processors. So, is agro-processing a worthwhile investment in 2026? It can be where it solves a demonstrated market problem. The winning business has reliable materials, tested quality, confirmed customers, and disciplined cost control. Profit is created across the entire value chain, not inside the machine alone. Source responsibly, process safely, and sell profitably. Thank you for watching SADC Opportunity Intelligence. Which agro-processing opportunity should we examine in greater detail next? Please like, subscribe, and share this episode. Until next time, stay informed, remain connected, and invest responsibly.